Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist here with a V-Build Dead, or whatever a non-live V-Build would be. I actually have 4 live V-Builds that have already been shot when I was visiting Kryn, but I decided to break up chronology hardcore and just come on in here and do an audience-less solo all by myself in a little room V-Build with some Gobuster. Let's V-Buildin'. Oh, whoa. V-Build time. So one might be asking oneself, yo, if you have V-Build shot already, why are you doing an entirely new V-Build, and why is it not live? Well, I've been enjoying the weird path V-Builds I've been taking of late. I've also been trying to watch as much feedback on them as possible. By the way, this little dude, this fake visor, I have a feeling these Gobuster dudes are going to cheat a lot, because this thing doesn't fold at all, it just pulls off. Anyway, I've seen that, it seems like there's literally just equal amounts in every direction. There's some people who want live V-Builds. There's people who want live V-Builds, but with only me and nobody else involved. There's people who want dead V-Builds like this one, so I just figure I'm going to try to keep a variety going and not get too locked in a routine. That's kind of what I want to do. So I figured I've just been putting up a whole bunch of live V-Builds, and the last bunch have all had, lots of people involved in them. So I thought that a nice, change of pace would be to just stick in this dead V-Build, as I am starting to feel like calling it, and that way it'll break up some of the perceived monotony and save you guys from feeling like you're getting all the same stuff over and over again, even though technically it's all V-Builds, it's all stuff being built. The live V-Builds, in case you're curious how to get in touch with those, just watch my Twitter. That's really the best way. I don't really have, a set game plan on how those things go. They just kind of are on a whim. Usually if someone's visiting, often if Kryn is visiting, we end up doing a live V-Build because Kryn enjoys doing them and I enjoy doing them with somebody there to do stuff like handle the chat. I'm also wanting to grab some other people for those live things. And when I say grab other people, I mean people who are actually here. I haven't figured out a way that I feel is reliable, quality-wise, to do it through Skype. If anyone has ideas, let me know. But I haven't really been able to think of anything that would work in a way that would satisfy me. Because, I'm insatiable when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm so picky. I hope that it's been interesting, though, to check out how those have been going. I hope that at least a couple of you have been enjoying them. And I hope that the variety will mean that more people can enjoy V-Builds altogether. Sometimes a V-Build may not be to your liking, but then at least you know that there might be one coming that you'll enjoy more. The live V-Builds, though, I certainly am not seeing those going anywhere anytime soon. They're just so much fun for me. They're fun for people who take part in them, and I feel like they're a kind of neat experience for people who are getting to be in the chat and thus get to take part in... How would I put this? They get to take part in the process, and then later on, whenever it goes up, they get to see themselves as part of the process too, which seems to be something that people kind of find fun. I really enjoy reading comments when folks show up later on, or when the V-Build goes up later on, and someone goes oh, I remember saying that. That was an interesting time. Da ho 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 ho. So that's something. How does this go together? Okay, I see. This part goes here. I have not really been watching Gobuster very much. As of the recording of this, which is September 11th, the late evening, well, I guess the early morning of September 12th, 2012, I've only seen the first 5 episodes. I actually want to go back and catch up on more, because I actually do enjoy everything I've seen of Gobuster. But what I'm hearing is, at least the vibe I'm catching online, is apparently the show's not doing super well. It sounds like it's having some troubles. I've been hearing a lot of lukewarm responses to the show. How does this part go together exactly? I'm not sure. These instructions are not super clear on this step. Look at this. How does that even work? I don't know. But I liked what I saw, so I'm hoping that it can beef up a little bit and start putting some more hits out there. Did I put this together backwards? Let's have a look. Can I even pull this apart? Yeah? Okay, good. That could have been terrible, but it wasn't. So, hooray. Oh, here we go. I think I got this now. So this goes like that, and then this goes up here like that. Oh, that makes more sense. Now it's all folded up like an actual little like chunk of a car. Oh, that's just adorable. And then I'd jank this thing in here. Blam. Okay. I see how this works. I get you. And then this part with one of those make sure you're doing it this way things comes up, and we stick it in like. Oh, okay. So it slots into this mush here. Ooh. Oh, that's satisfying. Cool. Oh, neat. Okay, so it folds up cleanly. I like that. What's this stuff? Oh, I'm doing the same process over again. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. You're about to see me do the exact same thing all over again, but at 50 times speed. Okay, by now you probably caught on that I'm not actually going at 50 times speed, but I was just hoping that I could get someone out there, like, just really excited for just a second, where they're like, he's gonna go at 50 times speed, that's nuts! I can't believe what I'm about to see! And then they were just, like, getting up out of their seat, and then I guess got really disappointed. But, disappointments aside, what else am I doing with V-Builds? Well, coming up after this, there's gonna be 4 live V-Builds that we shot, me and Kryn shot, at her place when I was visiting on the Labor Day weekend. So that's going to be a little bit of a time warp. What were some of the things we built there? More Prime Arms Micron. I'm finding Arms Micron it feels suitable to a live build. It just feels like something that if I was doing it in a dead build like this, it could just be like, I don't know. I think it would just be like really short, semi-boring videos. I mean, this is already technically semi-boring for a lot of people, if not fully boring. But Prime Arms Micron just being like really simple little model kits combined with a sticker job, it just feels like something that goes well with a chat, especially given the often frustrating nature of at least one sticker in an Arms Micron toy. So that's probably like more fun for people to be able to watch live and then react to live and then, you know, yell at me a bunch live like, ha, you Nimrod, you don't know how you... Yeah, idiot. Well, put the sticker on right, you dim-witted. So, you know, you get some more of that kind of... the fun of watching somebody struggle. Some of that schadenfreude that the kids are all into these days. This is a sword, I believe. Some kind of sword. I'm looking at a monitor that's backwards, and it's kind of wigging me out. So I'm trying this new little camera angle for the dead V-Builds. My apologies for the audio quality, by the way. My Zoom is packed up right now for some stuff I'm doing at school. So I decided to just go fully retro and do a Super Sentai Minipla with only the in-camera audio. By the way, this guy's built. Well, this part's built. Let's move on to box number 2. Box number 2! So anyway, the upcoming V-Builds live is which were done with Kryn Sin. Whoa. Who were they? It was a bunch of Arms Micron. It was Soundwave and Zori. It was Ratchet and R.A. It was Megatron and Gora. And it was the Dark Matter Caliber. So those 3 V-Builds are incoming whenever they get edited and put up. I've been trying to just keep the V-Builds, because they're, you know, especially the live ones, are kind of long. I've been trying to keep them to just, like, 1 per week, but since there's, like, 4 of them stacked up that were all done over the course of pretty much the same 24 hours, my question to those of you who are actually watching this, and watching me put together the cheesiest little cheetah Nick that has ever been put together, Power Master action going on here, do you guys want me to just, like, keep those things a weekly thing at best once they're all edited, or should I just like jam them all up as soon as they're done? Because I could just like whack a few of them together and put up like 2 a week or something. I think that's the max I'd want to do. But let me know. I don't want to flood with content, but I do also want to get stuff out before it becomes like 3 months old, because that would be embarrassing. Where is my camera? There it is. So that stuff happened, and some of the upcoming Arms Micron stuff I've got to build still. I'm going to do, I think it might be a mixed V-Build live/dead, where I'm going to probably have like a pre-shot part to describe how I do one certain bit. I want to do one of those for the Viacon and Jet Viacon from Arms Micron. I'm trying to figure out if I want to combine the two, because their Microns are built almost exactly the same, so I'm still not sure exactly what I want to do. But that stuff is all coming up. And then, after that, or before that, I don't know when it's going to happen exactly, I've also got Arms Micron RC, who's the Prid RC with a pink Minicon. That one, and there's that one, and I also have Darkness Megatron. And RC and Darkness Megatron, or Megatron Darkness, depending on how you want to iterate your crazy words. Those two actually came thanks to HLJ, so I got to figure out how to say some kind of unclever thing about blah 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 HLJ when I do those V-builds. So get ready for that. Get ready for some awkward name dropping in this hizzy. I'm also putting some, what are these? Some just big slats together here. Feels pretty good, man. Let me tell you. What else have I got going on? I'm working on a short film. That's a big crazy thing. I don't want to talk about it too much because V-builds. I'm trying to make the V-build chatter more imminently topical and a little bit less insanely dated. But that's something that I'm going to be mentioning on the channel proper. Whoa! I just put this red leg into this black piece here. On the channel proper, once stuff is all ready to go, I'm basically figuring out some crowdsourcing options. I feel kind of weird doing it because I haven't done that before, but I didn't think it would work, but a lot of people told me I should just give it a try, so there's going to be some Indiegogo action to go with the film project I'm working on. It's for school, it's a student film, but we have to fund it outside of receiving equipment. So I was like, well, I guess may as well try. So we'll see how that goes. You'll see videos about that. In fact, you probably already saw videos about that before this even went up. So what am I talking to you about? You guys are, you're all ahead of me now. I actually, tell me, what happened to me in the future? I mean, you guys are probably like well ahead of me. Like the me right now who's speaking to you is well behind whoever it is that's watching this right now. So tell me, like, what happened to me? How'd I do? Did everything go okay? Did Auntie M make it home, or am I stuck in Wonderland? I mean, those are the real questions that we've got to ask our generation. And if you ask me, a nice, clear and concise answer to anything is really the key to any mode of communication. And not filling up time with completely odious and meaningless verbal trash, like literally verbal potato chips. Only they're not even potato chips. It's like verbal air. Actually, that's a little bit too literal because verbalage is air. It's kind of like if air was somehow manifested into a consumable that literally equaled to zero value. That's kind of like what could be spewed out at any given moment, and that's what you don't want to spew out, because that's not respecting your fellow man. That's not respecting your fellow woman or your fellow brother or sister or mother or father. What I'm trying to say is, don't waste people's time by just talking about totally vapid trash that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're just muttering to yourself and having weird, just like, unnatural pauses here and there that just you got to talk about real stuff that is really worthwhile. I built a Gobuster Ace. I might stick a few stickers on this guy. I don't know. I gotta look over him and see what is sculpted in that I could just paint in, and what's not sculpted in that I have to sticker in. We'll be back, man, and we'll talk about things that matter. Ah! Okay, as far as I can tell, there's only 3 stickers here that really fill in some stuff that's otherwise going to be a bummer to paint. There's a few things that actually fill in spots, like on here and whatnot, like that would fill over that gap, or inside here they'd kind of cover up that joint, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do those. I think I could just like paint in the details and paint the peg gold, or up here just paint this in silver and leave that hole there because it's characterful. So I don't know, but there's 3 spots here that have stickers that I think just really cover up a space and prevent sloppy, like for me, paint work much more easily. I mean sloppy because, like, this time there's no sculpted detail, but all of these different colors here get filled in when I put this sticker on the top of his shoulder, and by that I mean I put it on in a way that actually feasibly works for what I'm trying to do here. So just gonna line up this this corner. There's a little corner there on the top, but I think lines up just right with this. Yeah, like that. So let's do that again. Alright, this time, grab the sticker from the correct side. Put some thought into the process. We are thinking man's stickeringers. So, blam. Did we do it? I really should just fully sticker this guy and not go like, I'm gonna paint it, because it's gonna be like a million years before I paint it. But who knows? Maybe this will be the one to break the cycle of taking a million years to paint. I don't know. So his visor, he's got sculpted facial detail, like for this spot, but this thing covers up pretty much a big flat piece of plastic, and I don't know what I want to do with it yet, so I'm just going to stick this there for now, because this just seems to make sense. I don't think I'm going to stick the other sticker on the visor, because that's all paintable stuff, that being the one on the top left here, but this one is going to make its way on. So how should I best do this? Should I just pull his head off? That's kind of grisly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get grisly. That's how I like to do things. Line up that nasal ridge. I kind of wish they could have somehow engineered, like, a tiny fold-out pair of shades on this guy, because that would have just been cool. But I suppose that would have also been insanely fragile, and I probably would have horrifically broken it trying to put it together, so perhaps this is for the best. There is still a nice ridge here that you can run the sticker around to give it just a little bit of 3D definition. A lot of the stickers seem to match up really nicely with some sculpted panel lining. So if you do want to just sticker this guy, it looks like it'll flow real proudly. That looks okay. However, since all that stuff's sculpted in there, that also means that I want to paint it. Damn it. So I'm gonna have a funny looking Gobuster ace here, but that ain't too bad. This little dude seems unshabby and like he can cut stuff. I want to try transforming him, because this little guy seems to have a weird, like, parts-formery transformation, and I don't really understand why, and I figured I'd just record my discovery of figuring out why that is the case, because otherwise I just don't get it, man. Like, why is this guy gotta harsh on my my transformative mellow? It's just it's a load of beeswax, if you ask me. Oh man, maybe this part should get a sticker if it's scraping up like that. Well, we'll figure it out later. There may be more stickers on this after this video is recorded than before when this video was recorded, FYI. Oh man, I gotta take this thing apart? That's crazy. Oh man. Oh, I see. So this part swivels around like das, and then we jam this in the middle. That's weird. Okay. So this is a little bit parts-formery. Behold what happens when you don't get a transformation montage. I.e. why I prefer to do a transformation montage. This guy's got like a big open hand and like a less open hand, so he can like hold his own hands. He can get all Gau Geigar Hell in Heaven. That's kind of cool. Alright, so what am I doing? So pull this stuff off, clearly. Then what? Stick it back on? That's it? This seems kind of cheesy, if you ask me. Okay, I see why they have to parts form it, but I guess doesn't seem quite right. All right. So now I have a little car. The wheels are not separate pieces. These are sculpted in. They can't roll. kind of bums me out. Oh well. Let's fold this up. What do we do now? We'll take you and stuff you in. Oh no, now I'm a thing with a thing on the front of my car. Oh. Oh, cool, I can do the cheetah mode from here. That's neat. Yeah, I mean, I like the concepts of the transformation on this thing. And I appreciate that for a Minipla, you know, I was really just, like, waiting to see how they pulled off this multi-form transformation, and I guess that kind of parts-forming bit with the legs is a necessary evil to make all of this stuff fit together. I wish it wasn't, though. Okay, so we fold this thing in like that. Okay, so we just, whoa. Swivel that back around. Don't rip it to pieces. And then jam this back in. We give him his little sword tail. Well, that's cute. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Evangelist. This has been a dead V-build of Gobuster Ace. Might come back to some more Gobusters later, who knows. But also get ready for some V-build live whenever. Bada boom! Woof, woof.